Good afternoon. In the golden Jubilee year of the National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli, our celebrations continue. Today, we honor our faculty who are returning to this historic barn hall as principals, deans, heads of departments, professors, faculty in charge. These fine men and women have been part of several momentous occasions. Today, on Teachers' Day, we honor you for your exemplary career here as the noblest and finest examples of commitment to scholarship and dedication to generations of students of REC Trichy and NIT-Tiruchirappalli. Today, we join hundreds of those grateful alumni to say, we love you, we respect you, and we thank you for coming to this Teachers' Day celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, we start today's function with invocation. We will have TamilThaiVazhthu followed by VandeMataram. We are led by Harini of Amritavarshini and Kausalya and Sri Rudra from the Mathematics Department. Please rise for the invocation.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதிர்ச்சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திரும்பியந்த செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே 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 வந்தே மாதரம் வந்தே மாதரம் சுஜலாம் சுபலாம் மலயஜ சீதலாம் சஸ்ய ஷாமலாம் மாதரம் வந்தே மாதரம் சுப்ரஜோஷ்ணா புலகிதயாமினி புல்லகுசுமித த்ருமதல சோபினி சுஹாசினி சுமதுர வாஷினி சுகதாம் வரதாம் மாதரம் வந்தே மாதரம் வந்தே மாதரம். Thank you.
I now call upon our Dean for Faculty Welfare, Professor N.Kumerasan, for the welcome address.
Respected Gurus, our former faculty members who assembled here with so much enthusiasm, guest of honors for the today's celebration, Director Dr. Aghila, fellow faculty members, deans, heads of the departments, registrar, staff, alumni, my dear students, present media. A very good afternoon to all of you. I consider it is a proud privilege bestowed to me to welcome all of you for the Teachers' Day celebration to commemorate the birthday of Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Teachers' Day 2023 is a special since this is being celebrated during Diamond Jubilee year of our institute. On this occasion, let me extend a happy Teachers' Day wishes to all my teachers and fellow faculty members. Let us salute our teachers for their dedication, unstinted support, and contribution that have truly changed our life. Bharat Ratna Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, who served as the first Vice President and second President of India during 1962 to 67, was a renowned scholar, philosopher, and statesman. We celebrate his birthday as Teachers' Day as we derive inspiration from his life as a teacher that we should do our best in our profession and guide our students for a brilliant future career. Behind our role as knowledge and technical skill givers, our commitment should also be towards molding our youngsters as truly responsible and ethical citizens to serve the society and nation with confidence and dedication as Dr. Radhakrishnan did and declared, the truly great are not men of wealth, not men who gain name and fame, but those who are true to their chosen profession and carry on their duties with utmost sincerity and devotion. In the famous Oxford University, UK, when Dr. Radhakrishnan was delivering lectures with his profound wisdom to the class full of students, even students from other classes belonging to various countries, used to stand in the veranda and listen to his lectures. It is not only for his expertise in philosophy, but also for enjoying his language fluency and communication skill. We should be truly proud that he subsequently became the honorable first citizen of our country and respected by the leaders of yesteryears. He has written many popular books like Mahatma Gandhi, Living with a Purpose, etc. Teaching is a noble profession. Education is the word with all the 5 vowels, உயிரெழுத்துக்கள், meaning that knowledge gathered is the life for any person. As teachers, we have a much greater responsibility in molding our students in tune with the rapidly advancing technology in every branch of study. Chandrayaan 3 has landed in the moon. How could the ISRO scientists achieve it? They have learned the fundamentals of their field of work from their teachers, who took them also through innovative research apart from the stipulated subject knowledge. Of course, They also continued their learning and tuned themselves with constantly emerging technology. Coming to our institution started in the year 1964, we became an autonomous college affiliated to Bharatdasan University in 1986. Since then, we have grown and become a reputed institute of national importance, top amidst all national institutes of technology in our country due to the relentless work of our retired teachers who have laid a strong foundation for the academic structure with a vision to bring it to a global standards. We all thank them respectively for their initial framework. The present teachers follow their roadmap to achieve their exalted vision. At this juncture, on behalf of everyone assembled here, I extend a hearty welcome to our former faculty members with folded hand. May I request all of you to kindly give a standing ovation to the architects of this reputed institute. Many thanks to all of you professors for gracefully accepting the invitation and honoring us with your presence. Many former teachers could not join our celebrations because of their advancing age, but they have sent their greetings and best wishes. We are sure that with their guidance, we will put all our efforts and take our institution to still greater heights. I take this opportunity to welcome our Director, Dr. Aghila, who has always been supportive. Thanks, Madam, for organizing this event to honor the former and present faculty members of this institute. I extend a warm welcome to all the deans, heads of the departments, faculty members, our former and present students, staffs, present media. I record my appreciation to the team who have put in a lot of efforts in bringing up this function in a grand manner. I once again welcome you all and let us assure to our students that we teachers will enable them to become expert engineers in their chosen field. Thank you.
As Spalding Professor of Comparative Philosophy and Ethics at Oxford University, Professor Radhakrishnan was recognized not only for his profound knowledge of Indian philosophy, but also for the felicitous manner in which he could articulate the complex ideas of Indian philosophy, especially Advaita Vedanta. I thought, and that is one of the reasons why the West like to call him the great bridge builder. And I thought it's only fitting that our senior professors are remembered, they are honored for their work today, because they have also been in their own fields, providing a depth of knowledge unmatched, and also with the fine articulation which makes engineering so easy. And for these wonderful qualities, I thought we would remember our teachers on Teachers' Day. I request Madam Aghila to garland the portrait of Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. And I also request senior professors to provide floral tributes after that. Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Professors. I request Director Madam Aghila to deliver the Teachers' Day address.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraka, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Pranams to all the Gurus. Good afternoon to all. On behalf of each and everyone here, I extend a warm welcome to all the special guests who are gracing this occasion by their presence. It is you all who work together relentlessly to achieve this great height of the Institute. On the Teachers' Day of Diamond Jubilee year of this Institute, we are proud of you and thank you for your contributions. Samvatsaram tat ardhava, masaprayam athapiva, parikshaya vividha uphatyehi, kripaya nishproho vedant. This is the 115th sloka from chapter 1 of Sandilya Smriti. This clearly indicates the definition of a teacher. After analyzing students, identify their requirements, then without expecting anything in return, must teach only for the pleasure of teaching. Let me repeat. After analyzing students, identify their requirements, then without expecting anything in return, must teach only for the pleasure of teaching. The other view, the view of one of the greatest teacher, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, on the importance of education and the teacher's role in society, paves way to be a teacher to all experienced and young teachers. Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan was a prolific thinker and philosopher, and his thoughts covered a wide range of topics, including philosophy, education, religion, and spirituality. Dr. Radhakrishnan was a firm believer in the transformative power of education. He saw education as a means to foster critical thinking, moral values, and a deeper understanding of the world. He advocated for selfless service to humanity and believed that individuals should work towards the betterment of society. He often cited the principles of love, compassion, and empathy as guiding values. Dr. Radhakrishnan authored numerous books and essays on philosophy, religion, and culture. Some of his notable works include The Philosophy of Rabindranath Tagore and The Hindu Way of Life. It's important to note that Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan's thoughts and ideas continue to influence philosophy, education, and intercultural understanding, particularly in India and among scholars interested in his work. At this juncture, let us fondly recall his thinking for shaping us in a better way. As we all know, the National Education Policy of India was updated in 2020 to bring about significant reforms in the education system of the country. While the NEP 2020 outlines various changes and improvements across the education spectrum, it also emphasizes the critical role of teachers in the education ecosystem. Here are some of key points highlighting the teacher's role in it. NEP 2020 emphasizes the need for continuous professional development of teachers. It encourages the development of a robust system for teacher training to equip educators with modern pedagogical techniques, subject knowledge, and classroom management. Secondly, the multidisciplinary approach. The policy encourages teachers to adopt a multidisciplinary approach to teaching and encourages them to be more versatile in imparting knowledge across various subjects and fields. And role in holistic development is important for the teachers. Teachers are expected to play a crucial role in fostering the holistic development of students. This involves not only academic growth but also the development of life skills, values, and ethical principles. Apart from this, they have to work towards the inclusivity and special education. The policy underscores the importance of inclusive education and highlights the role of teachers in addressing the diverse needs of students, including those with disabilities. Special education and support services are to be integrated into the mainstream education system. Apart from this, technology integration, where teachers are encouraged to leverage technology for effective teaching and learning. And in the assessment reforms, teachers' role is more important. So the role of teachers in assessment is crucial. NEP 2020 promotes a shift from rote memorization to high-stakes examinations to a more holistic and continuous assessment approach where teachers are expected to provide constructive feedbacks to students. Apart from this, teachers are expected to involve in community engagement, promotion of critical thinking, and in counseling and mentoring. Apart from this, in the flexible curriculum implementation, NEP 2020 allows teachers greater flexibility in implementing the curriculum, which should enable them to adapt their teaching methods to the specific needs and interests of their students. In summary, NEP 2020 recognizes that teachers are at the core of the education system's success. It emphasizes their professional development, teaching methodologies, and their role in fostering holistic development in students. The policy aims excuse me. No problem. The policy aims to empower and support teachers to create a more inclusive, engaging, and effective learning environment in India. Here is few glimpses of NIT Trichy. So first of all, happy Teachers' Day to all. As we all know, NIT-Tiruchirappalli established in 1964, and now we are in the Diamond Jubilee celebration. The tagline of this institute now is locally relevant and globally competitive. The laurels of NIT-Tiruchirappalli, we have a special supercomputer called Paramporul, which is in our computer center. It is part of National Supercomputing Mission. Since we are in below 25th rank in the overall, we have been awarded with Prime Minister's Research Fellowship PMRF awarding. We have an exclusive center for IPR set up by NRD Corporation. And we have National MOOCs Coordinator for UG and PG Engineering Program. And in TechIP 3, we have scored 1.03 points, so we are in the best in project governance. Apart from this, recently we had a skill hub center under Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, where we are giving 200 hours of training to all the, including school dropouts and everything in whatever it is required. And recently we have completed the AICT Margadarshan scheme. In the strategic plan, not only in the teaching learning process, in the infrastructure, research, collaboration and sustainability, we are working towards it. And this is the strategic plan for NIT-Tiruchirappalli. Accordingly, the vision of earlier days, it has been modified in 2019. And even in the emblem, we can see the change. And in current NIRF ranking, we are 9th in engineering, 4th best in architecture, and 35th in management, 22nd in research category, and 21st among all other higher education systems. In the world ranking also, we are in this 781 to 790 in the engineering and technology, and in mechanical engineering, 501 to 520, and electrical and electronics, 451 to 500. This is the NIRF score, and we have received citation from Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Shri R.N. Ravi, for securing 9th position in NIRF 2023 and 4th position in architecture. The faculty details from 2016, it's been highlighted here, 2022, currently we are 322. And if you see the women's strength, it is currently 86. But when I was discussing with former retired faculty members, Madam Slochana, she was telling that only 3 women faculty were there at that time. With them, they were discussing. Now here we are this much. Okay. And coming to the research publications and citations in 2022, this is the statistics. We have reached 1,457 in the Scopus Index journals and 31,460 in the citations, in the number of citations. And in the research publications in the Q1 and Q2 journals, in 2022 we have 427 in top 25% and 458 in the top, that is in the Q2 journal. And the number of patents, research and consultancy projects, in 2022 we have filed 20 patents and published 9 and granted 8. Similarly, for the consultancy projects, sponsored projects in the year 22-23 for worth of 10.92 crores for the sponsored projects, and for the consultancy project 6.6. And as I have pointed out, the National Education Policy 2020, already it has been implemented and we are working towards that. In continuation of this, the new initiatives for the students, we have started integrated MTech and PhD programs, the direct admission to PhD after BTech and BR, and MSc Mathematics in 2019-20, and MA English Language and Literature in 2021, and MTech in Data Analytics, Geotechnical Engineering, Industrial Automation in these years we have started. And recently we have started the online certificate course in Steel Technology and MTech in AI and Data Science to be released. We are working on that. And this is the admission statistics for all the 5 years, but 22-23, the number of UG students is 96.4% and PG is 86.0. Among that, the girl students are 24.6% among the UG students and 22.5% in the PG students. And the students' placement for the current year 22-23 is 91% for the UG and 95% for the PG students. And the recent achievements, one of our computer science student, Indresh P, with some other team members from other institutes, He emerged as the first runner-up in the student track category, which was held in Singapore. Similarly, Department of Architecture, the recently run 65th annual NASA National Association of Students of Architecture Convention, overall winner trophy they won, and so many citations it has been brought up by the students. And we have conducted our 19th convocation recently. She is Aumitra Bhattacharya, former Managing Director of Bosch Limited and Regional President for the Bosch Group in India. He was the chief guest. And at that time, a total of 2,155 students were awarded. And some of other information, the campus infrastructure, the recent additions. From the lecture hall complex Orion, the recently the two projects, Logos LH vertical expansion and Amiti's Boys Hostel in 2023, we have completed, and Logos has been inaugurated by Honorable Education Minister of India, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, during the month of January 2023. Amiti's Boys Hostel, all the works are completed, yet to be opened. And the new annex buildings, 6 annex buildings for the departments, Jubilee, Civil Engineering, Instrumentation and Control Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Production Engineering, it is in the progress. Some of the pictures of all the Golden Jubilee Convention Hall, Third Eye, Twin Net, Opal Girls, that's Opal F Girls Hostel, Training and Placement, and Techno Gym. And this is the Amiti's Boys Hostel and the Logos Lecture Hall Complex. Already it has been inaugurated. And at this juncture, I would like to thank all the alumni who are overwhelmingly helping our institute to grow. They are awarding the scholarships, and apart from this, the Multidisciplinary Innovation Center, scientists taken care by them, and the Green Campus, they are taking care. And apart from this, Silver Jubilee and Golden Jubilee reunion of batches they are conducting, and Distinguished Alumni Awards and Young Achiever Achiever Awards also is being organized. And in recently, that's November 2022, the Hindu Business Line, they have published NIT-Trichy, a school of CEOs, starting with so many people, that is Shyam Srinivas and TV Narendra, everybody is there in the picture. And in the recent Chandrayaan 3, Dr. P. Veeramuthuvel, an alumnus of NIT-Tiruchirappalli, played a key role in the launch. He was the project director. Dr. P. Veeramuthuvel graduated from REC Trichy in 2003, holding an ME degree in industrial engineering. So a teacher is for always. Teaching is a very noble profession that shapes the character, caliber, and future of an individual. This is the Miyawaki forest, which is available here in our campus. If time permits you, please have a look at it. So dear teachers, the landscape of higher education is dynamic. It is our responsibility to shape and upgrade ourselves. Our Honorable Education Minister today morning launched the Malaviya Mission Teachers Training Program, an initiative by UGC. Our aim is to build our capacity as teacher and in turn building the capacity of students. Yes, my dear fellow teachers, let us work together in a collaborative way to realize our institute's goal and our country's dream to become Vishwaguru. Once again, hearty Teachers' Day wishes to each and everyone. Jai Hind.
I request Madam Director to unveil the Diamond Jubilee emblem. This was designed by the students of architecture. Thank you, Madam, for giving us a fine glimpse of the multifaceted Dr. Radhakrishnan. You started with an illustrious teacher and walked us through the firm strides that NIT Trichy has been making in recent times, and closed with an equally inspiring teacher's quote. Another president of this country, Professor APJ Abdul Kalam. Thank you once again, Madam. Now I would request heads of departments to come to the dais, and this will be the sequence of events. Heads of departments will first pay their tribute to the retired faculty, and this will be followed by a shawl being presented to the faculty, and Madam Director will honor them with a memento. The current members of the department would then join Madam Director, who will present each one of them with a memento. We will have a group photo, and with that we move on to the presentation by the next head of the department. This will be the order in which we proceed. I call Professor Thirumaran, head of the Department of Architecture.
Respected Director Madam, former directors, former professors, deans, heads of departments, registrar, faculties, and my dear students. Good afternoon, one and all. And on behalf of Department of Architecture, I am happy to welcome all the former directors and professors to the Teachers' Day celebrations. Welcome you all, sir. And happy Teachers' Day to one and all. So I think Madam, she told about many achievements done by our institute, like NIRF ranking and many laurels brought by our students. This all happened because of the foundation laid by our former directors and former professors and the faculties of our NIT. I think we can give a big applause to our former faculties. I think I would like to share a few moments about our department faculties. I think we had two former faculties, very senior most. One is Professor Joseph Fernando, other is Professor Ram Prasad. I think they are big, very great mastermind for our department growth. I think Professor Joseph Fernando, we used to call him like a Fenny sir, and Ram Prasad sir, we call him Rampi. And Professor Fernando, I think, used to be a very senior person, but is very calm, very composed, and with very helping attitude. He never hurt anyone's feelings. This is a very good quality of Professor Joseph Fernando. And second is about Professor Ram Prasad. I think he is a very man of perfection. So you don't find any person so much perfective, meticulous, and very dedicated faculty. I joined the institute in the 1991. And I seen him many times, but he never came to a class or to the department even a single minute late, and even he never left the department before the time. And one more biggest wonder about him, we had the lunch break. Lunch break normally it takes just 10 minutes to go to his house and come back. So I don't know what he takes for the food. So I used to think that maybe his wife, she put everything, all that dal, rice, everything in that grinder, and he drinks and comes. Such a short time he just maintains. This he maintains throughout his, till his retirement. And moreover, he was, when I was heading the department in 2008, so that time he was a dean faculty welfare and he was acting director also for some time. And he never misused his power. He always give the HOD in the comfort positions. He never had any discomfort to any of the faculties. Such a very noble character. And then we have the two more faculties retired after them. One is one artist, name is Professor Gurumani. Other is Professor Manikavasam. Srinivas is not is recently retired. So he has done a lot of contribution for our department growth. Thank you, sir. And our profession, I think, is a very noble profession, teaching. We have to be very proud because without teachers, Madam showed the Chandrayaan and all that, I think no scientists is there, no doctors, no engineers, no advocate. We are creating a good society. That is why we have to be proud for that, being a teacher. And I think I pray the Almighty to give all the former professors to give good health and happiness in the life. And I think during the working time, all they were very busy with the time without giving any importance to the family. I believe that now they are all giving some valuable time with the family. So with these few words, once again I just wish you all the best and happy Teachers' Day. Thank you all. I request all the department faculties to come on dais.
Thank you, Professor Thirumaran. I now call upon Head of the Department of Chemical Engineering, Professor M. Arivalagan.
good afternoon to everyone. I welcome all the former professors and other faculty members. Good afternoon to everyone. I think a lot of professors, they contributed for chemical engineering. So here I want to share a few moments about Dr. Sundaram and Dr. Anantharaman. First, I want to say a few words about Dr. Sundaram. He was my guide also, PhD guide. So Sundaram sir used to take thermodynamics subject as a flawlessly. And now also students remember just go to class, drive with all the equation without any note or anything. He used to give the live examples and industry examples. I think sir, still students are remembering. Last year also, postgraduate students came. Still they're remembering about thermodynamics. It's not easy. It's a complex subject. Thanks sir. Really, you contribute a lot for students. And one more important thing about Sundaram sir, 1989, sir started a process control laboratory. That is a very unique. At the time, 1989, no lab was there in even IIT also. The 1989, sir started the one of the best lab, process control and instrumentation. That is still, I think, we are using the whatever I think sir made the instrument. Still, we are using. So this is the contribution of Sundara sir, and then sir even guided a lot of medical professionals. Doctors also, they did PhD under Dr. Sundaram sir. And next, Dr. Anantharaman sir is a very unique one. So students used to call students pet teacher. So when I joined here in 1999, at the time a drawing hall was the exam hall, I think in the first floor of the main building. 99 I joined here, exam was going on, I am a second year invigilator, sir was the third year BTech invigilator. The row, one desk was vacant, and then sir asked students why that desk was absent, where that student. Neighbor student mentioned that sir, he prepared exam and I studied it, he would have slept in room. And then sir asked me, are you going to take care of my row also? I'll go to hostel and bring the student. Sir used to have that Chetak scooter. Sir went to hostel, came back 10 minutes, the students came, he wrote the exam. Still the students remembering sir. So really I surprised in 99, this type of care and love. That's the reason still students are saying, students pet teacher. Sir, thank you very much sir. And sir is a very good cricket player. Sir wrote a lot of books related to cricket book and technical book also. I think sir is a recognized umpire in national level umpire. Thank you sir. Thank you very much for contribution. Thank you once again Professor Sundaram and Professor Anantharaman sir. Thank you. Now I invite all our chemical faculty members to dais.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Professor Arivaragan. I now call upon Dr. A. Srikanth, who represents the Department of Chemistry.
Respected former teachers, my colleagues and dear students, I am very proud to be part of a department which has a very long history since the inception of RAC and now NIT. Today we have three of our senior most members. In fact, I have happened to work with one of them, especially Professor Sulojana. She was the head of the department when I joined the institute in 2007, and as we were students of other colleges itself, the names of Professor Vengapaya and Professor Krishnamurthy and Sulojana were known to us because of their strong research and teaching career. And RSC Trichy was known across the borders, so we knew that their capability. And when I joined the department, Professor Sulojana was the head of the department, and almost since the young ages of the department, all the three faculties, Krishnamurthy sir, Vengapaya sir and Sulojana madam, they were responsible in bringing up the MSc in chemistry. There was a point the department also ran MPhil in chemistry and also PhD in chemistry, and so the research career as well as the master's career of the department was, as well as the facilities of the department were seeded by all these three stalwarts and their camaraderie. It is a very happy moment to see them once again in this place. Let God grant them a large, a long and healthier life. Sulojana madam is still active in teaching poor children, especially children who are not able to go for a regular schooling, etc. She is running a school where poor children can be educated. So she is even at this advanced ages. She is very healthy, and in fact, in the morning in our department we had a small function to felicitate them. And her voice is still the same strong voice which not have been faded. Perhaps it is a quality which not many people can handle. So I am very happy that all of them are here. In fact, one more word, that this August building was designed, the initial designing etc. were carried out by Sulojana madam and then physics professor Balasubramaniam sir. So thanks to them we have a huge building and a very large facility for chemistry and physics departments. Now I request our faculty members also to come to the dais to felicitate our teachers.
Thank you, Dr. Srikanth. I now call upon the head of the Civil Engineering Department, Professor S.T. Ramesh.
Good evening, the respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, respected director, deans, heads of the department. On behalf of the Department of Civil Engineering, I extend the warm wishes of Teachers' Day 2023 and welcomes to all the inspirational professors who have shaped our department and also institute. And in the Department of Civil Engineering, Professor S. Krishnamurthy and Professor K. Kuppuswamy sir, Professor K. Palaniswamy sir, Professor B.N. Krishnaswamy, Professor C.N., Professor R. Jaishankar, and Professor P.A. Krishnan, and Professor P. Jaybalan, Professor S. Moses Santakumar. They have retired from service. And we have contacted them all, and now 4 of them, they have turned in. Let me brief their contributions to the institute and also to the department. Okay. So I extend the happy Teachers' Day to all the faculty members and also the esteemed the respected professors on the dais. The prime role of the teacher is to pave the way for opportunities and success for the students. And you have done this job quite perfectly for years together. And we will always be thankful to you for all the hard work and efforts you have put in for educating us. Wish you a happy Teachers' Day for all of you. Let me introduce the heroes of the Civil Engineering Department. Professor K. Kuppuswamy sir, a PhD holder from IIT Madras in 1975 with Water Resources Engineering background. And he had joined the institute in 1975, and he was responsible for so many activities in the institute, starting from the director in charge for NBA accreditation for BTech programs, head of the Department of Civil Engineering, Dean Students Welfare, and additional chief warden, and grievances committee chairperson, and staff advisor to Alumni Association. And he is very knowledgeable and adaptable and high-courted, and probably you would have seen these roles collectively indicate a career in total academia, administration, and student services with an educational institution, particularly in the context of engineering or technical programs. Thank you so much, sir. And Professor K. Palaniswamy sir, again 1977 PhD holder from IISc Bangalore in Water Resources Engineering. Joined in this institution in 1976. I was born in 1976 in July, and he has joined even before of my birth. And he has also responsible with head of the department, convener hostel committee, and professor training and placement, chairman task force, chairman the FESTEMBA, and the project coordinator of the big energy plantation scheme in the institute, and honorary secretary for the Institution of Engineers Tiruchirappalli local chapter, and member in board of governors, and coordinator for the part-time water resources engineering management, and coordinator for BTech program, a nodal officer for TechCube, and warden as students. And KP is meant for kindness and also patience all the time. And these roles and whatever you're seeing collectively reflect a well-rounded career dedicated to the growth of development of an educational institution, its students in the field of engineering and also technology. And happy to welcome you, sir. And Professor P. Jaybalan, that is well known to all the people as Professor PJ, specialized in structural engineering. And he had made a lot of task roles in academic system with the control of examinations, HOD Civil Engineering, Dean Academic, Technical Coordinator and Chairman Library Advisory Committee, and even member of Board of Governors very recently. And these roles collectively reflect a commitment to academic excellence, administrative efficiency, and the enhancement of educational experience within the institution. And each position what he had contributes significantly to the institution overall academic and also administrative success. Welcome you, sir. And Professor SMS is well known to all of people. And he had all the degrees, BTech, MTech, and PhD from IIT Madras, and specialized in transportation engineering. And he is very famous with his task in all domains of administrations, including students' welfare and registrar, control of examinations, convener of hostel, head of the department, and head SETRANS, and coordinator for MTech transportation engineering management, and lab in charges for the so many activities, and convener for sports person. And these roles, what he has maintained, collectively indicate a career which is dedicated to various aspects of administration, students' welfare, extracurricular activities within the education institutions, and probably that it's meant for, and he does with duties with selflessness and magnanimity and also sincerity. And let me conclude the thanks. Thank you, teachers, with the small quote. Thank you for all the hard works you have spent, attention you give, need that you tend, and the knowledge you pass on, your special touch on the different subjects, offering guidance, and undaunted by much time. You spend planning, efforts you make, angles to learning, and chances you take. Here is our teachers, each one of critically a gem. Recognized now, we salute them all from the Department of Civil Engineering aspects. Now I request all civil engineering faculty to come over the dais to felicitate the faculties of civil engineering. Thank you so much, sir.
chair create chair 2 crores the government and the function but the class give the exam for the give or this for the classmate you are very careful. Director, board, school.
Thank you, Professor Ramesh. I now call upon the head of the Department of Computer Applications, Professor Michael Arok.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Director Madam, former faculty members of the dais. It is my immense pleasure to stand before you to wish you everyone a happy Teachers' Day. From our department, we have 4 former faculty members, Professor A.V. Reddy, Professor N.P. Gopalan, Professor Ramadas, sir. And we have amidst us Professor Hemalata Tyagarajan. She is the first and founder HOD of our department. We were with the mathematics department initially, then we got bifurcated and it became a separated department. She headed the department and with full enthusiasm, despite her health conditions, she taught us how to teach. HT stands for High Temperament for Teaching. In the lighter side, High Terror. Thank you very much, madam. Please come. Now I call upon our department faculty members to join with us to honor her.
Thank you, Professor Michael Arok. I now request Professor S. Mary Saira Banu, Head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, to introduce the department, present the members of the faculty, and kindly receive the memento from Madam Director.
Good evening, one and all present here. Respected members of the dais, I am very proudly to work with you, sir, right from 87 onwards. And from our department, one professor has retired, Professor K. Vishwanathan Iyer. The computer science department was started in the year 1982, but we had professors from other departments as HOD. K. Vishwanathan Iyer was the first HOD of our department, and he has contributed many things to our department. Now I request our faculty members to come to the dais.
Hello, sir.
Happy teachers. Thank you. Students are
Thank you, Madam Mary Saira Banu. I now call upon the head of the Department of Energy and Environmental Engineering, Dr. Ruben Sudhakar.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and of the dais, very good evening to you one and all here, and a very happy Teachers' Day. From the Department of Energy Engineering, we have with us Professor N. Anantharaman here on the stage, who served as the HOD and retired from Department of Energy and Environment. And we had one Professor H. Prabhu, who was also the head of the Department for Energy and Environment, but he could not make it here today. I am indeed honored to be here today on behalf of the Department of Energy and Environment to felicitate Professor N. Anantharaman. Professor N. Anantharaman is associated with the Department of Energy and Environment, erstwhile Center for Energy and Environmental Science and Technology, since its inception in 1995. He started working very closely with the department from 2012 as an associate faculty member, contributing immensely to the growth of the department through his teaching, research, and consultancy services. Professor Anantharaman has been playing a significant role in several curriculum reforms meeting of the department, where a lot of radical and important changes were recommended by him and implemented by him, which are benefiting students till this day today. One of the unique features of the department is the NABL accredited calibration facility, and ISO certified labs, where Professor Anantharaman's role as a team member was significant. Professor Anantharaman has contributed to the research and development by guiding 2 PhD scholars and MS by research scholar of this department, and was also part of several consultancy projects handled by the department, notably development of cold model of ESP for thermal power plants for Trike Industries, Trichy. He served as the head of the Department of Energy and Environment during 2018 to 20. Under his able leadership, the department got its NBA accreditation in 2019 for 3 long years. He supported all the good initiatives of the department with great enthusiasm in general, and supported a lot of outreach programs conducted by this department. Above all these technical accomplishments and achievements that Professor Anantharaman is remembered for now, he is a great human being. He is so approachable to each and every member of this department. In fact, it's hard to believe, I've seen him several times walking out of the restroom with his wiping his hands in the kerchief, and students will be waiting for his signature, and he would simply do not hesitate signing then and there, reading the papers. Such is the approachability that he has, and it's, as Professor Arivagan recalled, the head of the Department of Chemical Engineering, he is a pet teacher. Indeed, that's something that I have witnessed in since 2018 as I joined this institute. On behalf of the Department of Energy and Environment, I thank Professor Anantharaman and his family members for taking time and being with us here. And I wish them all a good health and a peaceful life ahead. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. May I now invite the faculty members of the Department of Energy to join me in the dais, please.
Thank you, Dr. Ruben Sudhakar. I call upon the head of the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Professor M.P. Selvan.
Very good evening to one and all present here. Very happy Teachers' Day. Department of EEE is marching successfully in the Diamond Jubilee year by following the work culture of our great teachers, Professor Maria Louise, Professor M.R. Krishnamurthy, Professor K.L.P. Mishra, and Professor B. Ilango, Professor M. Arumugam, Professor M. Subbaiyan, and Professor N. Ammase Goundan. Today, we are honored by the presence of Professor B. Ilango and Professor M. Arumugam. Both of them graduated from College of Engineering, Guindy, and both of them completed their PhD from IIT Kanpur with the same supervisor, giant in the power system engineering, Professor M. Ramamurthy. Today, during the interaction in our department, I came to know that Professor Arumugam completed his PhD in 2 years in IIT Kanpur, Electrical Engineering. To my knowledge, it is a record which might not have been broken till now in electrical engineering. Definitely in future also it will be very difficult to break. Both of them served as head of the department as well as principal of this esteemed institute. Professor B. Ilango used to organize several open exhibitions. I came to know that the then CEO of our Tata Group, Rajesh Gopinathan, made an exhibit on sound operated tap during those times. In our department, we still follow this culture. Last year, we had an open exhibit of our undergraduate student projects coordinated by Dr. Raja. Professor Ilango was an example for teachers in evolving different methods to train students. I heard that he used to conduct Viva from morning to late nights. And he was very keen on students writing in English without any errors. I came to know that not only students, but also the teachers. And then Professor Aramugam, he was called as Professor MA by his colleagues and the students. He wrote a book on circuit theory, which is very popular, and many of us read that book. He was very instrumental in constructing an extension for our EEE department in the east side of the ground floor. It was the first extension after the original building, and now we are getting the next extension as an annexure building after a long years. He taught power systems with great enthusiasm. He used to take very quick decisions, and as a principal, his table was free from pending files. He used to be very punctual, and he used to go for walking very regularly. Today morning also, he went for walking from 5 o'clock to 6:30, and 7 o'clock he started to travel. He reached here at 10 o'clock. His children were also students of this institute. He is very friendly with our students and colleagues. Sir, we are very thankful to both of you, Professor Ilango and Professor Aramugam. I invite all the department faculty members for facilitating our senior professor.
Ma'am. So can you please do this? You come in. Please. No, please.
அதுக்கே ஒரு 10 கோடி அனுப்பிட்டுருக்குமா? ஓ 5 கோடி மேலே. இளம் கண்ணன் பேர் தமிழில் பாருங்க, அக்குமணி தமிழ் அக்குமணி இளம் கண்ணன் பாலகிருஷ்ணன் இளம் கண்ணன் அவன் பார்ப்பேன் இன்னும் தமிழ் ஆர்வம் ரொம்ப கூடாது.
Go ma'am, go ma'am.
ஷீலானா இருக்கு கெமிஸ்ட்ரியில் இது சொல்லாமல் வெங்கடேஷ் பிரபு உடம்பு அப்படியே சிக்கா இருக்கு.
நான் ஏன் டென்ஷன் ஆனேன்? நான் என்ன டென்ஷன் ஆனேன்?
Thank you, Professor Selvan. I now request the head of the Department of ECE, Dr. M. Bhaskar, to come onto the stage.
Respected professors on the dais and off the dais, and
Hello.
respected professors on the dais and off the dais, dear students, good afternoon to one and all here. Teachers' Day wishes to everyone here. On behalf of faculty, staff and students of EC department, I take the opportunity to recall and render our gratitude to the contributions made by our beloved retired professors, Dr. Abdul Sattar, Dr. P. Ramakrishna Rao, Dr. M.J.S. Rangachar, Dr. N. Kalyanusundaram, Dr. R. Chinnadurai, Dr. Professor P. Somaskandan, Dr. K. Rameshwaran, Dr. S. Raghavan, and Dr. B. Venkatramani of PC department. They laid the stepping stones to make the department to reach better heights, and also they have well trained the next generation faculty members and staff to sustain the credentials. Now, I am privileged and proud to brief the significant contributions made by Professor Raghavan in his academics and administration, who is personally present here to grace the occasion. Professor Raghavan received his PhD in IIT Delhi and he is having 40 years of experience. And he is a renowned expert in micro-integrated circuits, metamaterials, RF MEMS, substrate integrated waveguides, and frequency selective surfaces. He has published more than 150 journals, most of them in IEEE transactions. And he has authored one book on microwave integrated circuits and 2 book chapters. He has published 2 patents and 1 granted, and he has guided 20 PhDs and more than 40 projects of undergraduate and postgraduate. And it is interesting to note that he is fellow and senior member in more than 25 professional societies. And he is the first professor to establish the MIC lab, first of its kind in South India. And most of his scholars' research work is having social value in ISRO and defense. And he is founding faculty of IEEE, MTT and APS chapter in NIT Trichy. And he has large credentials of Lifetime Achievement Award, Best Researcher Award, Best Teacher Award. And he is expecting his fellow of IEEE in 2023. And he has also conducted an international conference in EC department 2019. And his significant contributions to REC NIT Trichy apart from academic is a big list. Some important, he is founder chairman of hospital committee, and the present hospital what we are looking now, it is his dream project. And he purchased the ambulance to the NIT Trichy community, and he is the founder and overall chairman of the library. And the present library what you are looking in, it is the initiative taken by him. And the present media, now we are having a separate division, but quite long time he is the person in charge covering several events of NIT Trichy, which is available in media. And he was president and secretary of faculty association, and he helped a lot for the CA schemes, not only for the faculty, and he assisted non-teaching staff also. And he is a very, very cool person. He will help you to down to the earth. Sir, we are really privileged and humbled with your presence on the Diamond Jubilee celebration. Now I call all the EC faculties to honor our professor. Thank you.
Before everyone come here, I could not sit without telling this. This I am telling in front of the mentor of the director. The director has done lot of first of its kind in this Silver Jubilee, many. And the next day after my retirement, I lost my physical strength, mental strength that I regained today. And this is one of the few things this only retiring people or retired people will come to know. So nowhere in India, this kind of respect to the retired teachers, they don't call retired teachers, they say teachers only. They have said honored teachers. Both, they made retired teachers equivalent to the present teachers. So there are no words to the director who is doing so many things. I simply asked who started this. Then he told July middle, all the principals were called. Then I thought only principals will be honored, director will be honored. Then we also got honored. So from the department, I thank all my staff, particularly Dr. Bhaskar and Dr. MC Northern. Reasons are many. So this I should tell, maybe on behalf of all the retired people and all the staff members, there cannot be a better honor than this. With this honor, she had made a mistake that we will live a little more years. So that benefit, today we got it. And one more thing I should tell, at the beginning there was a garlanding of Dr. Radhakrishnan. When he was studying PUC, I was every day for my college bus, I have to stand in front of Girija. Girija is the official residence of Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. So when we were waiting, Radhakrishnan used to walk. So this is a side story and I am known for that. One more thing I should tell with the permission of Professor Armugam. When Dr. Bhaskar started, so many sounds came, crackling came. Then Professor Armugam told, why only when your name told, crackling sound came. So many of the people who know me, why I am telling this. In any case, I should definitely thank Professor Armugam, who became my closest friend afterwards. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Professor Bhaskar. I now request Professor K. Dhanalakshmi, Head of the Department of Instrumentation and Control Engineering, to come on to the dais.
Good evening, everyone. So on this Teachers' Day, a very memorable day on this Diamond Jubilee celebration of the Teachers' Day, we are, on behalf of the Department of Instrumentation Control Engineering, we are very happy to wish our teachers, the former teachers of our institute who are our teachers. It's a pride that I have worked with all of them, and I have been a student of Dr. Ilango and Dr. M. Arumugam. It's really proud, and I'm happy to wish them also Happy Teachers' Day. So the Department of Instrumentation Control Engineering is still very young. So we do not have many retired faculty members, but I should not miss Dr. S. Palani, who was our founder professor cum HOD, who could not make it today. So he was the person who was responsible, though after other professors from Department of ECE who acted as HODs, Dr. Palani was the main person who was instrumental in developing and growing the institute at the initial, our department at the initial phase. He could not make it today. Anyhow, on behalf of our department, I wish him and pray Almighty that he has a long life with good health. The same wishes I convey to everyone present here, and thank you. So I welcome all the members of the Department of Instrumentation Control Engineering, faculty members, please join the stage.
Thank you, Madam Dhanalakshmi. I now request Professor G. Muruganandam, Head of the Department of Management Studies, to come to the dais.
Respected Director Madam, former professors of REC NIT-Tiruchirappalli, faculty colleagues, non-teaching staff, student friends, good evening all of you. Happy Teachers Day to the academic community. From Department of Management Studies, our former professor, Professor Murali, has given a willingness to attend this program. He was not able to join today. Professor Murali was working as the Canara Bank. After that, he joined the Department of Management Studies. He was in the domain of finance. Department of Management Studies on this occasion recognize the services rendered by Professor Murali. It is a time to remember most of our former faculty colleagues of Department of Management Studies. On this auspicious day, Teachers' Day being celebrated on Diamond Jubilee, Department of Management Studies sincerely thank and remember the first director of NIT-Tiruchirappalli, Professor Chidambaram, who gave a new identity to DOMS with a new building. I thank one and all. Now I invite faculty colleagues of DOMS to come to the dais to receive the Teachers' Day memento and to join for the group photo. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Muruganandam. I call upon Professor V. Kumaran, Head of the Department of Mathematics, to come on to the dais.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, that is the grand teachers, teachers and future teachers. Good afternoon to one and all. I am V. Kumaran, Professor, heading the Mathematics Department. On behalf of Mathematics Department, I am extremely happy to welcome Professor C.S. Karuppan-Chetty, Professor Devamani Selvam and Professor Hemalatha Tyagarajan. Professor C.S. Karuppan-Chetty joined REC Trichy in 1968 as an associate lecturer and worked here throughout his illustrious career for 38 years till he retired as a professor in 2006. He specialized in matrix theory and obtained a PhD degree in mathematics from IIT Kanpur. He was heading the mathematics department for 3 years and registrar in charge for 6 months. His memory-related talks are appreciated by even school children and college students. Students would like to attend his classes enthusiastically, which is the best of his credits. He used to remember all his students' names, roll numbers, even faculty birthdays, and wish all of us. Thank you, sir, for your blessings. Another icon of our department is Professor Devamani Selvam, who joined REC Trichy in 1984 as a lecturer, retired as a professor in 2020. He worked here for 35 years. Throughout his distinguished career, he held various academic and administrative positions in NIT Trichy, including heading the mathematics department, registrar in charge, dean academic, additional chief warden, dean faculty welfare, and chairman for ACOFAR. His research interest is queuing theory in stochastic modeling. He is well known among students for teaching courses such as probability theory, numerical methods, random processes, statistics, computer networks, optimization, and operations research. Also, I am delighted to let you all know that he was my super senior in Madras Institute of Technology, Chennai. We, the mathematics department, salute you all the legends, including Professor V.P. Muthusamy, Professor Banerjee, Professor Hemalatha Tyagarajan, and Professor Punnaragasamy, and many more for being the pillars of the department, and wish you all boundless happiness forever. Finally, I wish a very happy retired life for all my beloved teachers. I thank Professor Aghila, Director, NITT, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Madam. Now I request all our faculty members to come to the dais.
Thank you, Professor Kumaran. I now request the head of the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, Dr. S. Aghila, to address the gathering.
Thank you, Professor. Distinguished experts on the dais, revered director, respected teachers, I record my Happy Teachers' Day wishes to everybody, both on the dais and off the dais. Today on this special day, I would like to talk about our, he must have retired if he has been here. One Professor Meenakshundaram passed away in September 2015. We would like to commemorate his vision actually, and we had done it in the calendar year of 2020. We had launched the MA program in this institute, which was objective of NEP 2020. And I would like to thank the then director, Dr. Mini Saji Thomas, the present director, Dr. Aghila, the dean, and all the authorities who were involved in this process so that we were able to launch the MA program successfully. And we have been inducting quality students for the consecutive 3 years. And we are right now even in the admission process, and we have done it to the maximum extent. The launching of MA program was indeed a success milestone in the history of our department because we were a separate department since 2004. That's how Dr. Meenakshundaram used to tell us. Before then, we were clubbed to other departments, science and management perhaps. And after becoming independent, we had our own vision and mission carried out. And in that sense, we have achieved the MA program in the calendar year 2020. And I would like to reiterate as a great success for us. And in this juncture, I would like to quote Robin Sharma. Leadership is not about a title or a designation. It is about the influence, inspiration that you create on people. So we as teachers, let us disseminate good thoughts. Apart from our personal and mental well-being, let us be spreading the good happiness in us to our students, apart from the knowledge dissemination. Thank you for the opportunity. I call all the faculty members of our department to join us on the days for the felicitation.
Thank you, Madam Aghila. I now request the head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Professor Arulmozhi Selvan, to come onto the dais.
நலம் வாழ என்னாலும் என் வாழ்த்துக்கள் தமிழ் கூறும் பண்பாடு என் வார்த்தைகள் இளவேனில் உன் வாசல் வந்தாடும் இளந்தென்றல் உன் மீது பண்பாடும் இளவேனில் உன் வாசல் வந்தாடும் இளந்தென்றல் உன் மீது பண்பாடும் நலம் வாழ என்னாலும் என் வாழ்த்துக்கள் தமிழ் கூறும் பல்லாண்டு என் வார்த்தைகள் ஓஹோ ஓஹோ ஓஹோ.
Great wishes from Department of Mechanical Engineering on Teachers' Day celebrations. So I take this opportunity to thank our Director Ma'am for giving this wonderful opportunity to meet all our senior faculty members. Today we have 3 faculty members, and it's great to inform you that we have Dr. V. Shanmuganathan, who joined in this institute in 1965, and who is the first professor of mechanical engineering department. So we have professor, and in addition we have many laurels, and he is a professor who established 2 top institutes. One is Mugambe College of Engineering, another is JJ College of Engineering. And I am fortunate to work with Professor Shanmuganathan for 10 years before joining to NIT-Tiruchirappalli. And we have another professor, Dr. Dwarakan, and who is instrumental in industrial safety engineering, please sir, and Professor Arulapan, and who is known for his straightforwardness and kindness. So now I invite Faculty of Mechanical Engineering Department to join for honoring our faculty members. Please, sir.
There was nothing very mechanical about your presentation, Arulmozhi Selvan. By all accounts, a very musical presentation. I now call upon Dr. S. Muthukumaran, Head of the Department of MME. He is also a known poet. I don't know what is in store, but you will talk about your faculty. Thank you.
Good evening, one and all. Sir, first of all, I am thankful for your process, for your seat. We are getting a lot of energy by seeing you. Really, we are excited. We are really excited by seeing you, and we are recalling so many things, and our time is very less. So, our department, Department of Metallurgical and Material Engineering, is one of the best department because of the strong foundation laid by Professor Sundaresan, Professor Mathur Bodham, Professor Pandey, Professor Viswas, Professor Dashnamurthy, Professor Sivan, Professor Muthupandi, Professor Nadarajan, Professor Surinarayan. So we are very fortunate to have wonderful teachers. And now I am going to introduce our Professor Muthupandi. So he is a UG and PG alumnus of our institute. And he served as head of the department and school chairman, TNP, and NSS faculty coordinator, warden, served in many committees, including selection of directors and library chairman. The list is very big. And also he is my PG guide. I am very fortunate, sir. And the list is very big, as a professor mentioned. So I should tell something different. So now the list is so big, so let me tell us a small poem. Vandaraya Vandaru, Muthupandi Vandaru, Madhurilindu Vandaru, Manavara Sendaru. Vandaraya Vandaru, Muthupandi Vandaru, Madhurilindu Vandaru, Manavara Sendaru. Kudumpura RECயில் பட்டம் வாங்க பெருமையை தந்தாரு. குடும்பூரா RECயில் பட்டம் வாங்கின பெருமை தந்தாரு. பாடம் எடுப்பது அவர் தொழில், பத்த வைப்பது அவர் துறை. பாடம் எடுப்பது அவர் தொழில், பத்த வைப்பது அவர் துறை. உடைந்து போன மனிதனை ஒட்ட வைத்து சிரிக்க வைப்பது அவர் கலை. உடைந்து போன மனதினை ஒட்ட வைத்து சிரிக்க வைப்பது அவர் கலை. உயர்ந்தார் ஐயா உயர்ந்தாரு, உச்சாணிக்கே உயர்ந்தாரு, உயர்ந்தார் ஐயா உயர்ந்தாரு, உச்சாணிக்கே உயர்ந்தாரு. So in his family, professor did UG and PG here, and madam did her PG, and his daughter did production, his son did metallurgy here. It's a mini alumni association representing many departments. So thank you, sir. Once again, welcome you all. This is a very nice moment. Thank you. Thank you. Professor Mathur Bodham also belongs to our department, but Professor Bhatta said, I'll introduce. So he belongs to our department. But sir, we are fortunate to your presence. Thank you. Thank you. And I request our faculty members, metallurgy department faculty members to join.
நல்லதொரு குடும்பம் பல்கலைக்கழகம் என்பார்கள். முத்துப்பாண்டி அவர்களை பொறுத்தமட்டில் குடும்பமும் NIT, அவர்களின் பல்கலைக்கழகமும் NIT. I now request the head of the Department of Physics, Professor R. Justin Josephus, to come onto the dais.
So, good evening. It's a nice occasion to honor not only our retired faculty, but also the existing faculty. We come to know about the faces. So, thank you for this occasion. So, from our department, from the Department of Physics, I would like to introduce Dr. T. Balasubramanian. Sir is there. He has served as Dean Academic. He has also served as the coordinator for NIT Puducherry. And I remember one occasion in which at that time we hosted a conference with more than 2,500 participants, more than 200 international speakers. So at that time there was no AC for this bond hall. We made temporary AC, and we made, he was instrumental in making a dining hall, temporary dining, AC dining hall for 2,000 people. So thank you, sir, for your contributions in developing the MTech non-destructive testing program. So now I request faculty members of the Department of Physics to come to the dais.
Thank you, Professor Justin. I request Professor C. Satyanarayan, Head of the Department of Production Engineering, to come onto the dais.
Respected Director, Deans, former principals, former professors, HODs, faculty members, and students. Very good evening to all. First of all, I would like to wish all the professors here a very happy Teachers' Day. I am very proud to tell about some of the contribution of our production engineering department, retired professors. We have professors joined in 1980s. Professor Dr. A. Nurul Haq. His area of research is optimization, industrial engineering. He served as Dean Faculty Welfare for this institution. He served as Head of the Production Engineering Department. He has guided 30+ research scholars, served as MBA expert member. He has featured in the list of top 2% scientists released by Stanford University in 2022. Next, we have Professor Dr. T. Selvaraj. His areas research is machining, optimization, and robotics. He has guided many research scholars, served as Dean Planning and Development, served as head of the department. During his tenure only, there was a mass recruitment in NIT-Trichy 2006. We joined in his period only. Next, Professor Dr. R. Narayanasamy. His area of research is metal forming, composite material, and powder metallurgy. He has published 230 plus corpus publications, research papers. He has guided 25 plus research scholars, featured in the list of top 2% scientists released by Stanford University in 2022, 2021, and 2020. He has executed many research projects also. And we have Dr. V. Pakirisamy. His area of research is optimization, machining, served as first year coordinator for this institution, has guided number of research scholars. A great thanks for all their services to department and institution. And here is a Professor Dr. V. Shanmunathan, who has sent 7 or 8 faculty members to NIT-Trichy. We are very thankful to all of these professors. Once again, I wish very happy Teachers' Day to all of you. Thank you. Now I invite our department faculty members to honor the At this time, we like to recall our founder, HOD, Dr. C.R. Kandasamy. சின்ன வயசில் இருக்கும்போது, நம்மலாம் சின்ன வயசில் இருக்கும்போது ஒரு சினிமா டைட்டில் ஞாபகம் இருக்கு, 1000 தலை வாங்கி அபூர்வ சிந்தாமணி. அந்த பேரை கேட்டாலே ஒரு விதமான பயம் வரும். இப்போ ப்ராசஸ்லாம் பார்க்கும்போது அந்த பயம் வருது. இட் இஸ் நாட் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் 1000 தலை வாங்கி அபூர்வ சிந்தாமணி, 1000 தலை வணங்கிய அபூர்வ சிந்தாமணிகள் we have here. Once again, happy Teachers' Day to all.
Thank you, Professor Satyanarayan. I now request Professor A.K. Bhaktavatsalam, who heads the Department of Training and Placement, to address the gathering. And this presentation by Professor Bhaktavatsalam will be followed by two of our senior faculty members who are being honored in this function. Our former principal, Professor Ilango, and former director in charge, Professor K. Parinichami, will address this gathering.
Thank you, Vinod, and pranams to all the gurus here. REC was very unique in the sense that probably since inception, all along it had a professor taking care of the training and placement. I think it starting from Major Srinivasan, then KP sir, then Dr. R.C. Janagarajan, Dr. Dakshinamurthy, Dr. Mathrubudam, Dr. Srinivasa Rao. I'm not sure if I missed out anyone. Professor A. Krishnan, Professor Muthupandi was also associated. Dr. Mrs. Pandey. So long history in the sense that all along it had somebody to take care. And today we have with us Professor K. Mathrubudam, from whom I actually took over as the training and placement activities. Keeping in mind that we are running short of time, I just wish to recall one incident, Professor Mathrubudam, that connected with Professor Mathrubudam. I was in a conference at Hyderabad some years back, and the chief guest for that conference was one Padma Bhushan. So while after the function, he came and spoke to me. And the entire hall was buzzed. Who is this chief guest going and talking to this unknown person? So this Padma Bhushan that I am talking about is a steel industry veteran. He was chairman, vice chairman of Tata Steel, Steel International. He was also chairman of the BOG of IIT Kharagpur. No, I am not talking about Mr. T.V. Narendran, who is actually chairman of Tata Steel today and who is also the chairman of BOG of IIT Kharagpur. The person I am talking about is guru of T.V. Narendran, person by name B. Muthuraman. Muthuraman is a very, very tall figure in the Indian industry. And Muthuraman sir came and spoke to me, and he was inquiring about his guru, his classmate guru, Professor Mathrubudam. So Professor Mathrubudam and Muthuraman were classmates at IIT Madras. They studied metallurgy together, and then he took down his phone and then spoke to sir. Nyavarka sir, Muthuraman pesunadu. Okay. Muthuraman. So we had Professor Mathrubudam is an extremely soft, kind person. All through his service for the students was outstanding. So every time some old alumni come, they inquire about him. Many of them, they take his phone number. I give the phone number and they talk to him, they visit him. They come to Trichy, they go to Thilai to go and visit him. So sir, wishing you all the very best and long life, and wishing all the gurus here a very, very long, happy, healthy and prosperous life. Thank you all. Thank you. Can I request Guru and Professor Palnichami to just come on stage? Sir, Professor Ross, please. Just for the picture. Flask, no flask for you. Don't worry.
Time now for our gurus to address us. We will have two presentations. First is an address by our former principal of the Regional Engineering College, a very respected teacher of electrical engineering, one who made a reputation as a master of the English language. Professor Ilango will address the gathering now. I am also corrected that he is equally felicitous in Tamil.
I think this is not working. Distinguished Director, Dr. Aghila, members of the faculty, retired and working, my dear students, I'm happy to be here. Whenever I'm invited to the erstwhile REC, the present NIT, I come, in spite of certain difficulties I have, because it's a sort of homecoming for me. And today is a very great day. I congratulate the director and the faculty to arrange a meeting of this nature where the teachers who are the guides for the future of students are being honored. The teachers are being honored. It's a very special occasion for the teachers. Not many colleges do that. So she has brought everybody. Every time she was sitting, standing, going up and down, she must have been tired now already. Because so many departments, so many times, tirelessly she is working. I'm happy about that, that there is someone to recognize the hard work of faculty and honor them for that. Because the honor is more important than many other qualities. Plato said long ago, courage is the most important quality of man. Without courage, you cannot achieve anything, he said. And then he added, courage comes next only to honor. The honor is placed even higher than courage. So that honor she is giving to our faculty, I am really happy. Also, this institution has achieved many milestones, which she has listed very proudly here. You have a supercomputer, you have a very high national level ranking, and many other laurels like patents, publications, research work, all that. I'm really happy to see that the institution is moving forward. When I was here, most of the students here were not born, because I left in 1995, 28 years ago. I'm still going strong. But for some age-related difficulties, we were competing with REC Surathkal. REC Surathkal and REC Trichy were on a par. First or second, we were competing. That was the level. That level is being kept up high even today. I congratulate all the successive directors, the principals and directorate. Today, Teachers' Day is being celebrated, which is the birthday of the former President of India, Dr. Radhakrishnan. In memory of his great intelligence and speed with which he was able to give answers for questions, he will just quip. I would like to take two anecdotes of Dr. Radhakrishnan. When he was President of India, he went to UK. He was talking with Churchill. Churchill is known for his good English, as well as great Radhakrishnan. So Churchill told Radhakrishnan that in English, yes is pronounced as ish. Only in sugar, is what he said. Only in the word sugar, yes, the letter yes, is pronounced as sh. Sugar. You know what Radhakrishnan replied? He didn't say, no, it is wrong, there is some more word. He didn't say. He simply said, are you sure? That's all. That was a big blow for Churchill. He said, are you sure? Sure also is another word where yes is sh. See how nicely he put it across. That was the intelligence, the sharpness, quick wit of Dr. Radhakrishnan. Then on a negative comment from a Britisher, Radhakrishnan quipped. I really enjoy reading that. We should be able to give retort when it is needed. One Britisher remarked, he told Radhakrishnan that, why is it that Indians are having different colors in different states? There are black Indians, there are brown Indians, white Indians, why so many colors? You see the Britishers, we are all of the same color, whereas Indians are of different colors. No, the background of it is very bad. It's a great attack on the colonization of India. That is what he was attacking, and because of that, people were born with different colors, all sorts of things we can take. That's what the fellow Britisher meant to attack Indians. You know what Radhakrishnan said? Well, it's true, horses are all of different colors, whereas the donkeys are all of the same color. Such a nice retort, I don't think anybody else can think of giving. Anyway, on the occasion of Teachers' Day, I would like to read one poem which I wrote a decade ago. Just a few minutes I will take, already it's a long session today. The art of lecturing. It's very important for all teachers. I think some of the points given here will be relevant to the pedagogy. How a faculty should take a class. Step in time, punctual. And step in style. Don't go shabby or wearing a Hawaii chapel and all. I was the only faculty in College of Engineering, Gindi. I think Dr. Armum knows. Wearing a tie, a shoe, all the time. 25 years I maintained that. Step in time, step in style, bearing all the while a beguiling smile. Why I said beguiling? Somebody objected, no? Beguiling means cheating and all that. Why are you using? I said, at home he might have fought with his wife, or the teacher might have had some problem, something sorrowful might have happened. You can't show that sorrow in the class. That is why I said beguiling smile. Dresses neat and nicely pressed, but your mind fully obsessed with only the subject of the day. To keep all doubts at bay, stand tall and trim in the hall and survey at once students all. Very necessary for the faculty to keep a check on all the students at the same time, just like some of the paintings in Trichy Malakote temple. If you see, it will look at you. If you go to some other corner and see, again it will look at you. That should be a teacher, like that. So every student must feel that he is being noticed. That's why I wrote this line. And survey at once the students all. As you speak and move, let your eyeballs rove. Keep looking here and there, not just one place. Don't become a statue in the classroom. Let your eyeballs rove, so every student feels noticed all through the lecturing practice. Let sonorous be your voice to suspend the surrounding noise. Blessed by the sublime soul of Socrates, ask searching questions to test and tease. See, Socrates believed in questioning, not simply giving the answer ahead, ask students to mug up and reproduce, no use. He wanted the brains to work, so he put questions. That's why he wrote, blessed by the sublime soul of Socrates, ask searching questions to test and tease. Tease the brain, kindle the brain, provoke the brain to work, think. Wandering and ogling eyes beware. Wandering and ogling eyes beware. When you are taking a class, students will be always looking all around the veranda, everywhere they will be looking. That's what I call as ogling eyes, although it has got a different connotation also. Wandering and ogling eyes beware, to refrain listening and escape your stare. Check them all with questions galore, to make them all ponder and pore. Make them think, don't abuse them because somebody is looking outside when you are talking. Don't chide them, don't reprimand them. Simply put a question, then you will become alert, that's all. Stand not a statue on the stage, nor pace like a panther in a cage. Some teachers will move from left to right all the time very fast. That way students will be disturbed because they will be watching the teacher and he will be always moving very fast as if he is going somewhere. But you are giving a lecture, you are on the platform. But for that, you should not be motionless, still and motionless. That's what I wrote. Stand not a statue on the stage, nor pace like a panther in a cage. If you cage a panther, it will always wander here and there. Don't do that. Appear smart and neatly dressed, bear a smile, be not depressed. A dull and melancholy mood makes no teaching good. Write on board with clarity, albeit with many a rarity. Not many faculty write clearly on the board. That's why I put, it's a rarity. With many a joke to please the folk, now and then let humor show. There must be humor in the class. It should not be dry, monotonous, long lecture. Let your lecture be lovable as a song, and your notes a treasure for long. I keep still the notes of Dr. T.R. Natesan, who taught me in 5960. Beautiful notes you will give. Speak the language with a flawless flow. Unto the audience a countenance glow. Raised and noble is a rendition. Trade not that high tradition. Ordained by the Almighty to teach is a chance to empower and preach. Nothing better is there to beseech. Allow not people to impeach. If you are a teacher, there's nothing better to ask from God to give more. That it's a highest and noblest profession. That's what I mean. Nothing better is there to beseech. Allow not people to impeach. Having come to the noble profession, do not make it ignoble by doing all sorts of nonsense. With your pedagogy profound and knowledge deep and sound, struck with an awe extreme, let them develop great esteem. Let the students develop great esteem for you. I give you the calling. Calling means a profession. Give you the calling a godly grace, and this is from a mercenary race. With will and pleasure, bring light and cheer to all your students, O young and dear. That is a poem I wrote some time back. Who is the real teacher? Those who fondly care for the students' own welfare, who can teach with flair and inspire beyond compare, are real teachers but rare, others not becoming beware. This is the simple song defining the grammar of a teacher. Then all teachers and students must have a self-confidence. I may put, because I was told that I will talk equally well in Tamil, I must give a Tamil poem also. One short poem I will give, which also I wrote. கிளை மீதமர் பறவையும் ஓர் அமைதியில் துஞ்சும். கிளை மீது அமர் பறவையும் ஓர் அமைதியில் துஞ்சும். உடையுமோ கிளை என ஏனது அஞ்சும். அச்சமில்லையோ என்று கேட்கையில் எதை கழிக்கும். என் நம்பிக்கை கிளை மீதிலேயே என விழிக்கும். தன் சிறகையே நம்புவதாக ஓர் பதில் அளிக்கும். ஓ மனிதா, என்றும் உடைய நம்பிடு, நீ நலமாய் வாழ்ந்திடு. It's a simple song in Tamil. The same thing to those who have not understood the Tamil, I've translated in English also. On the shady branch of a tree, a bird is in sleep, calm and free. No fear of the branch breaking. Why? Believes not in the branch so high. Reposes faith on his own wings, and so lives happily and sings. O man, trust yourself, be happy and free. So you depend on yourself. That's the message of this. Develop your self-confidence, develop your skills, and depend on yourself. And I wish all the students and faculty here a prosperous time to come in future and to acquire many more laurels in the years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Ilango, for sharing your wisdom in prose, in poetry, in English, in Tamil, but all of them from the heart. Our next speaker is Professor K. Palanichami, KP affectionately. to his friends and the student community here. One who always wears a smile on his face, full of energy, a man who has excelled in every department of the administration here, and besides being a wonderful teacher. This professor of civil engineering was also an acting director of NIT Trichy. It's my distinct pleasure to welcome Professor Palanichami.
Revered Director, former Principal Professor Ilango, Professor Arumugam, former professors, faculty members, staff, and students. Good evening to all of you. The Barn Hall is known for vibrations by students' activities. We stood in this stage for many number of times. What for? To see our students reach higher heights. Well, it is said earlier that teachers are ladders for the students to climb up. Now it's gone now. The teachers are to be lift. Our students must go to higher levels like in a lift travel. Well, to speak after Professor Ilango, it's really difficult. He is known for his capabilities to attract any party, anybody, any crowd with anecdotes. Well, I just want to say only two things. I see first to the students, the Bay 2 and Bay 3. You all come over here with your high ambitions of becoming a successful engineer or architect or a managers. You are sitting on the foundations raised by the past administrators and faculty members and your seniors. You kindly remember it. You are using those facilities. You have to create a better facility for the younger sisters and brothers to come out to this college or the institution. The NIT Trichy is a residential campus. So it's just not with the class timetable. Please concentrate on the overall development of the students, not necessarily in the academic, in the overall development of the students by utilizing all the facilities. I normally used to quote Tirukkurals in my class. Usually the students of the North Indians would say, "Sir, aapka Tirukkural kya hua?" At the end of the class they used to ask, I just say only one Tirukkural. Udukkai ilandavan kai pole, ange idukkan kalaivadam natpu. So that should be the type of friendship. I request the Tamil students kindly translate to the non-Tamil students to understand the importance of the friendship. Be friend with your students, be friend with the teachers also, and fulfill your hopes and your parents' hope. Coming down to the Bay 1, I had attended a debate wherein there were only gents. The question was, who is responsible in bringing the child up to be a successful child? Somebody said parents, somebody said father, somebody said mother. Well, after discussions, it was finally agreed to a majority that it is the mother who is more responsible than the father. So then they said, well, the mother takes care of the child, takes care of the boy, the teenagers, the higher ages, even when the child attains the highest age, highest position, then also the mother wishes my son should still go up. He has to live long. So why I quote this is, I request all the faculty members to be the amma to the students. You are the mother of the students. Either the lady faculty or the gents faculty, you are all the amma for the students who are coming to these institutions. Kindly take care of all the children like your own children. Thank you for providing this opportunity. I thank the authorities for giving this chance to speak over the bond and wish you all a very, very happy Teachers' Day and all the best to our student community. Thank you.
அம்மாவாக உருமாறுங்கள் என்ற அறிவுரைக்கு நன்றி. Our next speaker before the vote of thanks is Professor N. Anantharaman. Everybody knows him as one who distinguished himself as a professor of chemical engineering, but many do not know that he was, in his younger days, a wonderful cricketer, and I met him in my student days on the cricket field as one of the most respected cricket umpires. They say cricket is a gentleman's game. Looking at the way the game is played today, you will have your doubts, but look at Anantharaman and you will know why they said cricket is a gentleman's game. To his fingertips, a gentleman. And what a wonderful person. Everybody enjoys being with him. Just as they say, when comes such another. My pleasure to invite Professor Anantharaman to represent the alumni of NIT-Tiruchirappalli.
Respected Director, Professor Aghila, Professor Ilango, former Principal of REC, Professor R. Mugam, first Director of NIT, my esteemed colleagues on the dais, faculty members of the dais, and my dear student friends and other invitees. At the outset, I would like to wish you all a very happy Teachers' Day. Personally, I need to thank our director, Dr. Aghila, for making or arranging this function. There are 10 commandments which I always tell whenever I go for any meeting. One of the points in that is, for peace of mind, I used to say this: never crave for recognition. It is something which needs to come on its own. And I am sure my colleagues on the dais will also agree with me that none of us expected this function to happen on this Teachers' Day. To be very frank, when I received a call from my HOD, and simultaneously I also received a call from Dean Faculty Welfare inviting me to be a part of this function. He said, we are inviting all the faculty members. Then I thought, see, this is something which we never expected, and this has been made a real thing thanks to the initiative of our director and our team members. We are really overwhelmed by their gesture. Thanks a lot. Now coming to my role, I will say something about my personal association with this institute, and after that I will speak on behalf of our Alumni Association. I joined this institute in '72. I belong to the 9th batch to enter this institute. When we entered, we could see a barren land, and trees were something which you can easily count. And if you look at the number of reptiles which used to go, that will outnumber the trees which we had in those days. Thanks to the initiative of the then principal, Professor PSM, and Major Srinivasan, who took a lot of efforts in making this campus look green. The subsequent principals, directors, faculty members, also put in a lot of efforts to make this campus look very green, and today it is one of the finest campuses which you can see in any of these NITs. And I came to this campus a few months back, and today when I entered, it gives me a very, very pleasant feeling. Everywhere it looks like a thick, something like a thick forest itself. Maybe after 10 years down the line, if I come back to this campus, it will look more like a forest only. That's what I guess. When the college was started initially with 3 branches, way back in 64, the number of students were less, and subsequently in 67, 3 more branches got added, like ECE, chemical and metallurgy. And when we were here, we had only 6 branches. The campus strength itself was less than 1,000. And that time we had a 5-year engineering degree program. But today, if you look at our intake, it is more than 1,200 in the first year itself. The campus strength is huge, something more than close to something like 7,000. Today we run 10 UG programs, of which ICE is the youngest one, which was started in 1993. And we are running 23 MTech programs, 4 MSc programs, 1 MOrg, and 1 each in MBA, MCA and MA programs. So totally we run 31 PG programs. So the number of graduates coming out every year is something close to 2,000. It's a huge number. I talk only about the UG and PG. But when I talk about recall, this growth in the intake is always a challenge for all the administrators. But this growth in the institute intake is a strength for our alumni association also. We have roughly about 40,000 alumni on our rolls, of which about 10,000 are fully registered alumni, and another 9,000 they have registered, but their biodata is not complete in all respects. So roughly about 20,000 members we can track easily. The remaining 20,000 we are trying to get them in our fold. Why I am telling this is a huge support is, in terms of our infrastructure development, or in terms of any financial assistance, or in terms of knowledge support, this alumni is going to play a very big role in the days to come. And one of our major activities is the scholarship, which amounts to around 50 lakhs. Every year we give scholarship worth about 50 lakhs. More than 300 scholarships are being disbursed every year, and this number is increasing. And this is where my strength is going to be a big support for me. Now coming to this infrastructure development, the first support came from one Mr. Katni of 1981 batch. He gave what is known as a Recall Sun lab, which was installed in our computer center. So that was the starting point. And today Recall is supporting many of the programs, like support to the laboratories, academic laboratories. In addition to this, we are also having what is known as an IoT lab instituted by 1981 batch, and science lab innovation, which is nothing but an innovation center instituted by 1990 batch. As I said, The campus was not green those days, but today it's one of the finest campuses in Trichy, and for making this campus look more green, we are willing to fund. We have already funded some of the projects. Alumni is willing to fund some more projects also. So during COVID, it was a very testing time for all of us. And there were people who needed a lot of support. So Recall initiated a mission called Recall Cash, and mind you, we generated something like 2 crores in a space of 20 days. So that is the power of our alumni. Thanks to the institute first, which inculcated the sense of giving in the minds of our students, and because of that we could mobilize something like 2 crores over a period of 20 days. So thanks to the way in which our alumni has been groomed over the years by our faculty, so credit goes to our faculty on this. So Recall also decided to support some of the initiatives which came from our faculty in the form of Healthathon, where we supported some of the projects in the healthcare systems which were initiated by the faculty. We are also supporting meritorious students in every branch. We are also trying to identify and give the best outgoing student award every year to the most deserving candidate who excels in not only in academics but also in other areas like sports, social activities and things like that. Our director, in her address, she mentioned about NEP 2020. One of the major aims of 2020 is skill development, and our alumni will help the college in skill development also. NEP 2020 also emphasizes on offering a variety of courses to meet the expectations and aspirations of students as well as industry. This is another area in which Recall would like to support the institution. We are also taking some more initiatives to support the UG students in their pursuit of research excellence, and more about this will be knowing in the days to come. Heritage Center is another center which was formed with funding from 1969 batch, the very first batch to pass out from this institution. And this Heritage Center showcases the various stages of the development of the institute. The 1980 batch donated solar panel which has been commissioned over administrative block. The GAM 2020 alumni pledged for 3 important activities. One is the infrastructure development, research chair professor, and stadium of international standard. So we will be working on these projects also shortly. Recall would like to once again assure that we will be working for the continuous development of the institute in the days to come. And once again I would like to thank the director and the organizing team for organizing this wonderful function and giving Recall an opportunity to spell out its activities and support the institution. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Anantharaman. I request our Registrar in Charge and Professor of Management Studies, Professor N.Kumerasan, to propose the vote of thanks.
Very good evening to one and all present here. On the special occasion of Teachers' Day, we have gathered here to celebrate and honor our retired and present faculty members who have been instrumental in student success. It is a privilege to stand before you and express my heartfelt gratitude. I would like to thank our respected Director Madam, Dr. G. Aghila, for conceptualizing the idea of celebrating Teachers' Day with our retired and present faculty members and for the encouragement in organizing this function. I would also like to express my gratitude to the esteemed retired faculties members for the devotion to the cultivation of young minds and for helping them to grow into responsible, knowledgeable individuals. You are the true heroes who shaped the future of our society. Thank you all professors for taking your precious time out and making this event a memorable one. Special gratitude to the present faculty members who are constantly working hard to mold their students into the best by instilling values and creating their future by imparting knowledge to them. Thank you, professors. And thank all the staff members for gracing this Teachers' Day celebrations and for extending all possible support to the faculty members. I thank the alumni of our institute for acknowledging the role of faculty members in shaping their careers. I thank Recall for extending all possible help and the cooperation in organizing this function. I would like to extend my thanks to Dean Faculty Welfare Kumerasan for planning and executing this memorable function. I thank other organizing committee members Dr. Subbaiyan, Dean ID and Alumni Relationship, M. Bhaskar HOD ECE and Satyanarayana HOD from production for their constant and continuous support. I thank all Deans, Registrar and all HODs for their guidance, support and help in organizing this function. Special thanks to all HODs for making sincere efforts in inviting our retired faculty members and making their stay at NITT comfortable. Special thanks to Associate Dean Faculty Welfare Dr. Mari Swaminathan and staff members of the Office of Dean Faculty Welfare for their commitment and efforts in executing all the works in timely manner for successfully organizing this function. I thank all the students present over here for making this function a memorable one. I would like to thank HOD CSG and the staff members of CSG for extending all possible technical help including live telecast and photography. Special thanks to the entire team. Special thanks to the executive engineer, EMD and the staff members of the EMD for extending all help in making all arrangements for this function. I thank the technical staff, CCS and all those who helped in successfully organizing this function. I express my sincere thanks to the present media members for giving wide coverage of this function. Last but not the least, I would like to express gratitude to all those who put in their time and effort in making this Teachers' Day program a memorable one. Thank you everyone. Happy Teachers' Day.
Please rise for the national anthem.